How much storage do you need? Today we're gonna be breaking down iPad storage. Nothing complicated, just a clear guide so you can pick the right iPad without spending any extra money on storage or things that you don't really need. All right, let's start with 128. This is the entry-level option. Perfect if you mostly stream content, browse the web, take notes, and rely on cloud storage more than local storage. It's available on the 10th gen iPad mini 7, the base iPad Air. For example, you could be a student who only uses the iPad for Zoom or Teams classes. Reading PDFs, taking notes, and streaming Netflix or YouTube would be totally fine with a 128. I think a lot of people can get away with this. Or perhaps you're a parent who uses the iPad mostly for checking emails, browsing social media, or letting the kids play games or watch videos. This is honestly plenty of storage for that as well. If you are a casual user who doesn't really install a lot of apps or store big files, this is more than enough. The one thing to consider when buying the minimum amount of storage is what your life will be like in a year. So if you think in a year you're gonna need more storage, you should plan and buy for that. Now moving on to 256 gig, this is the sweet spot for most people, and actually this is the storage amount that I use for myself. So you get a lot of rooms for apps, some offline media, and light photo or video projects without jumping to the higher, more expensive tiers. It's available on the iPad Air, iPad Pro 11, and the upgraded iPad 10th gen model. This works really well for students who like to download a lot of textbooks, store class projects, or occasionally edit photos and videos for school or like media or maybe your job. And it's also great for someone who travels a lot and likes to keep a few shows or movies downloaded for flights. Personally, this is what I do when I'm traveling. I like to keep a lot of like Netflix movies downloaded and local on my iPad when I travel so I can watch it on the plane. So this is a great amount of storage for that as well. Maybe if you're like a casual content creator shooting short videos on the side, or like a parent that wants to save your family photos and videos all in one place without worrying a bit too much about space, you'll do fine with 256 gig. 512, this is where things get a little bit serious. So if you edit videos regularly, work with large files, or have lots of apps installed at all times, this tier gives you the storage to stay flexible for years down the road. It's available on the iPad Pro 11 and the iPad Pro 12.9. Now think about someone who does photography or shoots videos professionally, or even just as a serious hobby. They'll need a lot of space for hundreds of thousands of high-res images or hours of 4K footage. Or maybe you're a student that does media designs for courses, or you use apps like Photoshop or Illustrator and video editing. 512 keeps it without the need for constantly deleting files. And I should be clear that this is for people that need to store photos and videos more of a hobby. If you do it professionally, this is not the tier for you. You're gonna run out of space really quick. But if you're somebody that does it and you work on like 1 to 2 projects at a time, I don't see a problem with it. It's perfect if you plan to keep your iPad for like 4 or more years and you just don't want to worry about running out of storage space. Now moving on to 1 terabyte and 2 terabytes. Now these are the max levels of storage that you can get. So if you want to get this, you want to be using your iPad at its max capacity. Do not buy this if you're going to be using Netflix mostly and streaming and YouTube. If you store things locally, like a lot of things locally, 1 terabyte and 2 terabytes are the options for you. It's for professional creators or anyone treating their iPad as your main computer. It's available on the 12.9-inch Pro only, and honestly, it's great for if you're shooting a lot of 4K video, working on design apps like Final Cut, things like Procreate or Photoshop on your iPad, or keeping multiple projects offline at once. These tiers let you store it all. So if you're a professional photographer or filmmaker who travels a lot and doesn't want to rely on external drives, this is for you. 2 terabytes is extreme, basically for someone who needs like a mobile workstation, works on the go a lot at coffee shops, offices. It's great for you. Now, quick advice, if you're unsure which to get, going one step above your first instinct usually works. Students, casual users, parents, and creators have all different needs, and iPads last years. Apps get bigger, and having extra storage space makes life a lot easier, I promise you. So yeah, that's it. A breakdown of the 2025 iPad storage options and which can be for you. Pick the one that matches your lifestyle, and this is how you enjoy your iPad without worrying too much about the storage later. If you have any questions though, make sure to ask in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.